Oh man, here we go, you guys. Almost 24 hours since J. Cole dropped the Fall Off album, and the reactions are all over the place. Earlier today, the game actually broke down the album track by track and gave a full review of every song. Now, usually we don't see rappers analyzing other rappers' projects like this, so it's already a rare moment. Before diving into each record, the game explained how he approaches albums. He said, "Personally, I listen 3 times back to back. First listen is from a fan's perspective, because I appreciate Cole's music from a biased place of love, like most people. Second, I listen from a hater's point of view, to purposely find things wrong so I can debate with the fan version of myself. Plus, I wanted him to fight with both hands up in that beef." You're going to see this theme pop up throughout his review. Just like fans still hold Cole accountable for apologizing to Kendrick and bowing out, some of his peers are doing the same thing. Lastly, the game says, "I listen from the perspective of a peer and competitor, someone with classic albums myself who knows how to put together a full conceptual project start to finish." Alright, let's get into the tracks. You can agree or disagree in the comments. The intro, creative and chill. Game appreciated the introspective vibes. Track 26 with the Drake and Kendrick influence was dope. Cole's rapping and style hit hard. Street Talk still threw Game off, but the singing melodies were smooth, 5 out of 10. That apology from Cole? Yeah, it made people look at him in a whole different light. Sorry, Cole fans, that's just the truth. Next up, Safety. Smooth beat, loved the horns, and the flow reminded Game why he became a Cole fan. The hook was average, and the song dragged a bit, 4 out of 10. God damn, Game is a tough critic. Run a Train, beat was fire, reminded him of Ninth Wonder or Alchemist with a J Dilla twist. Hook harmonies added flavor, future vibes, then classic Cole, his favorite so far, 8 out of 10. Poor Thing, beat amazing, aggressive flow in the pocket. Favorite bar, "Don't be bringing no hammers, cheap punk." Should have been number 3, 9 out of 10. Legacy gave Miseducation or Outcast vibes. First 45 seconds felt like he was about to go in. Classic Cole flaws, melodic twin with crystal clear vocals, loved the outro, 7 out of 10. Now Bronze Road Blues, people have been hyping this one. Game said, "Love the xylophone vibe behind soft drums. Flow reminded me of classic Cole. Future came in and blew my mind, taking it from average to one of my top 7. Then Temps came in and stole the show. Game's second favorite after Poor Thing, 10 out of 10. Who the F is you? Bars get your respect, boy. Could have existed during the Big 3 beef and stood 10 toes, 8 out of 10. Drum and bass, beat fire from the jump. Alchemist vibes, mic and keys high-tech feel. Hook memorized instantly. Lyrical storytelling on point. Skit at the end adds flavor, 6 out of 10. This review is wild, you guys. The game really went in, balancing fan love, critique, and peer analysis all at once. Alright, you guys, let's break down J. Cole's The Fall Off, track by track, game style. Let Out, beat was fire, Post Malone or Eminem vibes, but didn't hit as hard as earlier tracks, 4 out of 10. Bombs in the Veil / Hit the Gas had that classic Cole bounce. Loved the I Wanna Lick sample, but the beat switch didn't land, 5 out of 10. Lonely at the Top, smooth beat, relaxed flow, lyrics shine, shoulda opened the disc, 5 out of 10. 39 intro had killer guitar strums, Wyclef and Ed Sheeran vibes, but multiple beat switches and waiting 4 minutes for raps threw Game off, 4 out of 10. The Fall Off, dope beat, classic flow, storytelling on point, 7 out of 10. The Villains brought J Dilla style production, classic storytelling, relaxed Cole flow, just straight dope. Old Dog, hardest beat on the album, confidence on point. Hook fire, second verse insane, 8 out of 10. Life Sentence, smooth, solid storytelling, DMX hook homage, but felt a bit done before by Drake, 5 out of 10. Only You had K-Dot vibes, Afrobeat energy, spoken word element, 7 out of 10. Men Above with Marvin Gaye sample, genius sequencing, 9 out of 10. I Love Her Again, Q-Tip vibes, abstract, Far Side type beat, classic storytelling, 7 out of 10. What If, strong beat, solid concept, reminded Game of his own LAX track, 8 out of 10. Quick Stop, Jermaine Cole bars, Kendrick-inspired melodies, aggressive flow, should have been track 5, 9 out of 10. The Whole World Wide, Beat Fire, Sample A1, loved the Fadeville shout-out, 8 out of 10. And finally, Ocean Way, guitar on repeat, raspy tones with super clean melodies, straight cold FA vibes, 8 out of 10, a perfect way to close the album. Then Game breaks down the full picture, saying there's a ton of dope elements here that both new and old Cole fans can appreciate. Storytelling is masterful, beats are solid, and some moments would have absolutely held up in the middle of the old school beef. Personally, he'd highlight 6 to 7 tracks that stood out the most. Conceptually, Cole is one of the dopest, and the fan and Game will always respect that. His thoughts on Cole backing out of the beef didn't affect the review. He makes it clear, good music is still good music. Yes, sequencing could have been better, and a few tracks could have stayed on the hard drive, but overall, it's a solid project in a world full of trash. Game gives it a 7 out of 10. So there you have it, you guys, Game's full breakdown. Cole fans, I need you in the comments. Do you agree with his ratings? What's your favorite track so far? Like, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.